Oh, I got one right at the boat. No way. That was so cool. Ooh. It's finally here, y'all. I am so excited about this one. What is going on, y'all? My name is Spice, the Spice Can't Fish, and today I have got another box from 6th Sense. Now, if you guys saw the last video that I did with the 6th Sense product, I actually reviewed their brand new swim bait, the Trace. That's their small 6-inch multi-jointed swim bait. And honestly, I love that thing. The first swim bait that I bought from 6th Sense was the Flow Glider. Wasn't super impressed with that one, but when they came out with the Trace, I knew I had to grab one. And yeah, it honestly blew my expectations out of the water. It was absolutely a sweet bait. I think they go for about $35, so decent price as well. If you guys want to see my full video on that bait, I will leave that link down in the description for you guys below, in case you guys want to go check it out after you see this video. But today, I have another bait from 6th Sense, and if you guys can tell from the size of the box, it's a big one. So about 8 or 9 months ago, Ben Milliken, who works with 6th Sense Fishing, put up this video, and in his video, it was another one of his big swim bait videos. If you guys don't know who Ben Milliken is, he's absolutely awesome. He's an avid swim bait angler. He does obviously work with 6th Sense, so he uses a lot of 6th Sense products. But he mentioned in that video that the bait that he was using was a bait that he was working on with 6th Sense. He didn't give us any real information on it other than the fact that it's a big swim bait and he was helping to produce it with 6th Sense. But he never really went in depth with that bait. He never really showed it on camera all that much. Didn't really talk about any of the features. The only thing that we knew about it, or at least that I knew about it, was that he was helping produce it with 6th Sense. And over the past few months, if you guys follow him on his YouTube or his Instagram, you guys might have seen him post some videos and pictures and stuff with this bait. Now, I don't know if a lot of people missed like the little cues and stuff that he had in his videos where he was producing a bait. I'm sure a lot of people saw it, but I feel like the vast majority of people didn't realize that he was going to be producing a bait with 6th Sense. And finally, 8, 9, 10 months, however long after it was first announced, we finally have that bait. As soon as this thing went live, I went on there. I think I bought mine within like the first 3 minutes of the bait going live, and I have been patiently, or probably not so patiently, waiting for this package to come in the mail. So yeah, without further ado, we are going to crack into this package. I'm going to do a quick little unboxing of the bait, and then I guess we're going to tie it on and see if we can catch a fish on it. But yeah, let's crack into this box and finally take a look at the brand new 6th Sense Draw swim bait. That's really strange. This bait came open. The box came open. But yeah, here it is. The brand new 6th Sense Trace swim bait. So let's see, this is a 9-inch bait, weighs just under 4 ounces, 3.75 ounces. So I'm actually going to put this back the way that it's supposed to be so we can take a good look at the packaging, and then we'll actually get into the bait itself. But yeah, there we go. That's the packaging right there. 6th Sense Draw, 9-inch glide bait. These things weigh 3.75 ounces, just under 4 ounces. This color is called 4K Shad, so it's the supernatural shad color. It's got kind of like a pink iridescence to it almost. The back of it's more of like a brown, has a little bit of blue in there as well. But yeah, just a supernatural looking white bait. It looks absolutely killer. The packaging that this comes in is absolutely awesome. I'm definitely going to be saving this. I have the Trace packaging around here somewhere as well. I'm definitely saving this one because it's signed, but the other one just because it's cool. But yeah, I guess I could talk about that. Because I was able to grab the draw on the first day, Ben Milliken himself actually signed every single box of every single draw that went out on the very first day, which I think is super freaking sick. I mean, I was going to buy one of these things regardless, but as soon as I heard that Ben Milliken himself was going to be signing these, I knew I had to pick one up. But yeah, the actual packaging itself is super clean, very similar to the packaging that the trace came in. Like I said, this is a glide bait, so it's just got that single joint in the middle. It's got kind of this soft plastic tail. It's harder than like an actual soft plastic, but it's kind of like a bendy material. The hooks that come on here are super beefy and really freaking sharp. Same thing goes with the split rings, very beefy. And they're connected to the bait by these rotating hook hangers, so you're not going to have as much leverage with these fish trying to throw these big baits. They won't be able to get as much leverage behind their shakes, and you'll have a little bit better hookup ratio. Or I guess probably a better hookup to land ratio. I don't think that would really matter with your hookup ratio per se, but the amount of fish that you will hook and then get to the boat is going to be higher. But yeah, I am just super stoked to have one of these finally. So I think the only thing left to do is get this thing tied onto my big old rod, and we're going to take the kayak out to a couple of ponds within the next couple of days and see if we can land ourselves a fish on this big old bait. But yeah, I'm going to get this thing up on a rod, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at the pond. Here we go. Finally got out on the water. We're gonna be fishing with the old 6 cents draw. Give this thing a couple of test casts around, see what she looks like. Then we're gonna get after it. Oh, this looks good. I mean, I'd hope so. It's a $75 bait. But damn, that looks really good. I don't know if you guys can see that in the water. Hang on. Get a little bit better cast for y'all. Look at that. That's a good looking bait. All right. Seems like it works a little bit better if you're working it quickly. Interesting. All right. See if we can get bit. I have pretty much the entire day today, so my plan is to be out here until I run out of GoPro battery or memory or whatever, honestly. Wow, that is insane. So you can work this bait and it'll get down a couple of feet. I mean, it's a slow sink, so if you let it sit for a while, it'll get down to as deep as you want it to. I tend to work my swim baits kind of close to the surface, partly because I'm fishing over the top of fish, and it's very similar to a jerkbait where if they see it come over the top of their heads, they might want to come up and eat it vertically. So I am fishing this thing pretty much as close to the surface as I can get it. But if you actually just kill this thing and let it pause like that, it almost suspends. It's not, I mean, it sinks very slowly after probably about 5 or 6 seconds, but those first few seconds, it literally just sits there in place. That could be deadly. Oh my god! I hope you guys saw that on camera. That was freaking sick! Yeah, baby! First one on the draw. Let's go, son! Not a big fish by any means, but definitely a decent one. I'm gonna say probably right around 2 pounds. Here, maybe you guys can see him better over there. Yeah, that lighting's a little bit better. Nice little guy on the brand new 6 cents draw. Man, these hooks are freaking good. I got him, well, I pinned his mouth shut. I got one of them unhooked. These other two are giving me an issue. There we go. Finally First fish on that brand new 6 cents draw. That is crazy. Again, not a very big one, although we are going to get a quick weight on this guy just because I'm curious how big he is. And yeah, we'll get him back in the water. Holding at 196 for the first fish. Just under 2 pounds. Look at that. 196. Under 2 pound fish ate this big old 9-inch glide bait. That is crazy. All right, baby. Appreciate you. Have a good one. Peace out. Yes, sir. Oh, that was freaking incredible. I was not expecting that. We haven't even been out here for that long. I think I've only been recording for like 45 minutes. We made it like 3/4 of the way around the deeper part of the pond, I guess. But we are gonna make a couple more laps around here, kind of cover that middle area. I just kind of started fishing the bank a little bit. We've also got the rest of the pond over that way to go fish too, so we got more than enough time to get another fish and maybe another bigger one. All right, folks, if you guys made it to this point in the video, you have made it to the giveaway section. So just want to let you guys know up front, we did not catch any more fish after that one that we caught right before this. So if you guys want to click off the video after this, that's totally understandable. I do give you guys some tips and tricks as to how I like to work the bait, as well as give you guys some final thoughts and opinions at the end of the video. But if you're just here for the giveaway and you want to know how you can win some free baits, then stick around for just one more sec. I'll show you guys what you can win and then tell you guys how you can do it. So I'm going to include 3 different packs of soft plastics in today's giveaway. You guys can win a pack. Ooh, Jesus, that went on the ground. You guys can win a pack of the Zoom Old Monsters in the red shad color. I'm also going to throw in there a pack of the Missile Baits Baby D-Bombs in the green pumpkin flash color, one of my all-time favorite colors in this bait. And then you can also win a pack of these little Hogsar grubs. These things are great on a drop shot, Ned rig, any sort of finesse baits. You can put them on a little jig head and reel them. And since today's video was a swim bait video, and I've been doing a lot more swim bait fishing recently, I figured I'd spread the love a little bit and give you guys one of these little swim baits out of my personal collection. This is a little custom painted swim bait that my buddy North Fork Fishing painted up for me. If you guys don't know about him, he paints up some super sweet little baits. I'll leave a link down in the description for you guys if you want to go check him out. But it's just a nice little baby bass pattern. This is a replica lure based off the same blank as the EOS K-Pop, ES Flat, something like that. It's an evergreen bait. But yeah, I just have a ton of baby bass colored glide baits, and this one doesn't really seem to get a lot of use, so I figured I'd throw it in a giveaway for you guys in case you guys want to win it. So if you guys want to win these baits, all you have to do is go down below, make sure you hit that subscribe button for me. I want to make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel so you can win some of these baits. Make sure you hit that like button on the video. That's not really required. I can't really tell who likes the video. It just tells me that somebody has, but helps more people see this video. So if you guys did like the video, then hit that like button. And the other thing that you have to do to win this giveaway is go down below in the comment section and just say something to me. Tell me if you've tried 6 cents, what's your opinions on them, what's your favorite 6 cents bait, what's your favorite other bait. Doesn't really matter, whatever you want to comment down below, just leave a comment so I'll have a way of reaching you. To win this giveaway, you have to obviously be living in the United States. I don't want to ship something to Canada. That just gets ridiculously expensive. So I'm not going to do that, but if you live in the United States, you're more than welcome to join and try and win this giveaway. And I'll be running the giveaway from a week after this video goes up. So this video goes up on September 27th, 2021. So if you guys want to win this giveaway, you have to enter by October 4th. I'll let it run until midnight my time. But yeah, make sure to subscribe and leave a comment by then so you have a chance to win this giveaway. But yeah, let's get back into the video. That was also a crazy eat. I wasn't even really paying that much attention. I was like, again, it was right at the side of the boat. So I was like, oh yeah, gonna finish the cast in, take it out of the water for another cast. And Buddy was like, nah, let me get that real quick. Also, wasn't really that big of a fish. I was thinking that we were gonna catch something, you know, at least over that 2 pound mark, which that was pretty much a 2 pounder. I'd say a 196, 198 is like a 2 pounder. But yeah, I was expecting something a little bit bigger, maybe a little bit more aggressive, come be the first fish. I was hoping something like a 3 or a 4 or a 18 pounder would be sick. But I will definitely take a 2 pounder to start the day off, especially that quickly. Oh, that was a bite for sure. I just got tagged. I think that's what that was. Maybe that was grass. May have actually been grass. All right, folks, spot number 1 was a success. We caught a fish. We had a couple other followers, which I'm not sure if I caught them on camera or not, but we did have a few smaller fish follow our bait in as well. Pond's just super grassy right now for whatever reason. Like I said, in the end of the summer, these grass mats start really matting up and it just gets super thick. I was hoping I'd be able to fish around the edges of them and kind of like in the holes and stuff, but it doesn't really seem like there are very many holes. So we gave the whole pond a good once around. But now I think I'm gonna go head somewhere with some potentially clearer water, potentially bigger fish, and hopefully a little bit less grass. But yeah, I'm gonna get the kayak loaded back to the car, and I'll meet you guys down at spot number 2. With a lot of live draw. So if you guys saw my video, I want to say 2-3 weeks ago, I actually picked up the other brand new 6-cent swim bait, the Trace. And I did a video on that where I caught a few fish on it, gave you guys first impressions. Pretty similar to this video. Again, the Trace is their smaller multi-jointed one. The glide bait is the Draw. It's a bigger 9-inch version. Now, I don't know if they were doing this intentionally or if they just thought that the Trace and the Draw were two really good names for some baits. I assume the Draw, the name of that bait, came from the fact that it has a lot of draw power to it. That's something that Ben Milliken used to talk about a whole lot when he did his swim bait videos back in the day. He would always talk about the draw power of big baits. Like, big baits always had the power to draw bigger or more fish away from a lot further distance than your average conventional gear. So I'm sure that's where the name the Draw originated from, but I also think that there's kind of another reason why they named their two swim baits the Trace and the Draw. So let me explain. The Trace swim bait, again, is their multi-jointed swim bait, and that one's really easy for anybody to use. Doesn't matter if today's your first day bass fishing or you've been bass fishing for 15 years, you can just pick that thing up, tie it on, and pretty much just chuck and wind it. And the price point for the Trace is right around $35, so it's really not an incredibly expensive bait. Obviously, if you're a normal conventional guy, $35 for a bait is ridiculously expensive. But if you guys know anything about swim bait fishing, $35 is a pretty solid price. And so the Trace, like I said, is a lot easier to use, a lot easier to catch fish on. So I think of that being like if you're tracing a picture of something, you just kind of take it, put it up against a light source or something, and just draw essentially around the picture of whatever you want to draw. So like I said, I think that they use the names to show what kind of experience level you need to throw these baits and have success on them. Now with the Draw, I think it's a little bit more technical, a little bit technique specific. It's something for those more experienced swim bait fishermen. When I first started throwing the bait, I was having a little bit of an issue of getting it to go side to side, but again, it's just something you need to practice a little bit more. That's something that I think you need to do with any big swim bait, or really any bait in particular, is you want to take it out and actually learn the bait, make sure you know what you're doing with it. Some baits, again, like the Trace, you can just tie on, chuck and wind, and you'll catch fish. But some baits actually require a little bit more of like a technical edge to it. You have to actually give the bait the action that you want. And at $75, it's a pretty hefty price tag, so I can definitely understand not as many people are going to want to pick one of these up or try it. But yeah, out of the two, I personally think that the Draw is probably my favorite. I do love the Trace. The Trace is fantastic, but the Draw just kind of gives you a little bit more action, a little bit more control over what you want to be doing with the bait. Again, it's not something that you can just take straight out of the box and expect to know how to use it immediately. It's not something you can just chuck and wind. I mean, you can do that, but there are a lot of other ways to get better action out of the bait. For me, at least, this isn't really a bait you can just tie on and throw. It's one of those ones that you have to actually put some time into and really learn what it's about. But once you get a good grasp of it, like I did today, we were out here throwing it for I think 4 or 5 hours, and at the end of today, I think I kind of understand how to use the bait a little bit better. But yeah, really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, do me a favor, hit that like button down below. Put up 2 new videos every single week, so if you guys want to see some more content from me, that's gonna be the way you can do it. But yeah, I think it's gonna do it for me, y'all. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit that like button down below. Lets more people see this video, and obviously lets me know that you guys like the content. Also, if you guys want to see some more content from me, you can go down below, hit that subscribe button. I put up 2 new videos every single week, so if y'all want to see some more content from me, that's going to be the way you can do it. It is finally fall in Colorado. This grass is starting to die off. These fish should be getting a little bit more active and getting away from their summer patterns where they don't want to do anything. I'm planning on getting back out and throwing a bunch more big baits within the next few weeks, so hopefully you guys will be able to see some more content like that. But yeah, I think it's going to do it for me. I'll check and wreck them, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.